Hello, friends and family of room 15. I'm Mrs. Rogers, and this is what's next week in fourth grade. I'm sorry, this camera's going to be a little shaky because this dog is jealous, and I can't talk to anyone or anything but her, apparently. So, pardon me while I fight this puppy off. So in reading, we're continuing with compare and contrast, but we are going to start comparing and contrasting different things, such as character traits and motives and those kinds of things. For reading, we need to be reading every night. We will be reading in our book clubs during the day, which means that we should be able to get some AR points. A lot of students are going to be missing out on that principals list or that honor roll, not because they didn't have the grades, but because they did not do their AR quizzes, and those points are worth a lot. So once again, AR points, super important. They're so important that if I write a description, I will put a link to the AR stuff down below, because they can take quizzes on AR at home. Just read books, take quizzes, get points. It's that easy. We have 9 days left in the grading period, which means that if your child decided to read a picture book a day, they'd at least get half a point a day. That'd be like 4.5 points, which would be not great, but it would be better than 0. In math, we are going to continue with long division. I was anticipating that this would take some time, and it is in fact taking some time. What I'm also finding is that there's a lot of confusion even when things are written on the board. So do me a favor, and when you're talking to your student about the learning happening, ask them the questions about, like, hey, what's on the board? Or what did the board say? Or did you check your notes? That kind of stuff. Also, I would love to show you the division, multiply, subtract, bring down thing. But, okay, so it's divide, and then multiply is to bring this arm here, but I'm holding my phone so I can't do it. So it's divide, multiply, subtract, bring it on down, and bring it on back. So that's the step. When we divide, we ask ourselves how many times does the divisor go into the first digit of the dividend. Then we multiply that quotient, partial quotient, by the divisor. We write that difference, or that multiplication, that product, under the dividend. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried, but I'm not. I just can't. It's just been one of those days. My brain is a little mushy. So, in math, we're continuing with long division. Remember, please ask, what did the board say? What did your notes say? Anything like that. We are continuing with our mission reports, although I am very nervous about getting 12 slides done in 9 days. I might split the assignment in half and only grade half of it before the end of the first trimester, and then grade the rest of it the first part of the third trimester. I'd rather do something like that, even though it's really going to be challenging for me to rearrange some rubrics. I'd rather do that than push the students into projects that would be substandard to their true potential. So I'm excited about relaxing on that instead of giving myself this deadline that's kind of arbitrary, because I can just split that project right down the middle. In Lexia, we're so excited about Lexia. I'm starting to do lessons that are targeted to certain skills. So if you want to ask your student how school's going, one of the things you can ask them is, how are their Lexia lessons going with Mrs. Rogers? We're continuing with our writing process. We're going to be digging into the mechanics of writing a good paragraph. We use our fingers to remind us. This is the topic sentence, which is what the sentence is all about. Then these are 3 supporting sentences. And then this is the conclusion sentence. It's a strong, powerful sentence that wraps it all up. That's our little gesture. Wraps it all up. And so let's see here. We did reading, we did writing, we did math. We're going to be done with California regions tomorrow. And then after that, we're going to talk about the water cycle. And then for social studies, we are finishing up the regions of California, which is going to free that time up. We're going to be working on our missions on that time. So this was probably a little scattered, but that's what happens when you don't edit and you just hit play. You just hit record. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll leave my email address in the comments down in the descriptives down below. And yeah, have a great day. Be kind to each other and yourselves. Take care.